Hey Deadgrinners, this is Deadgrin and welcome to another episode of Deadgrin's Customs. Today's episode is a pretty special one for me. Recently I started following another YouTuber named JP Toys. I'm gonna leave the link to his YouTube on the description of this video. Now, he made recently a video called Custom Jiren with UG head swap or something like that. And in that video specifically, he talked about how he used a certain Jiren figurine, and he used the head and he replaced the old head, just so you guys can see a side-by-side comparison. This is a head that comes with the actual figure, and this is the one that he sent me. I asked him where he got it, and he ended up sending it to me. That's just how badass of a guy he is, man. Just wanted to help another fellow customizer, and thank you very much, dude, for that. I really appreciate it. Now my Jiren looks that much better, and it goes great with my custom hit that I did. That's another simple head swap that I did too. For my hit, I used the World Collectible figure, and for the Jiren, it turned out to be a Dragon Ball Super Ultimate Grade Jiren. So if you look for that online, you'll end up finding this one. It comes in the same wave with like an Ultra Instinct Goku and something else like that. But yeah, man, JP Toys, again, really appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot for this. Like it really makes the figure. I just gotta change the skin tone on his neck for it to properly match. But I'm not sure how he installed his. Mine is still a little loose. I'm probably gonna have to redo it. But the head basically comes like you can just twist it off the figurine. It's just kind of like loosely glued on. It's a tight fit though on the peg this comes with, like in the figurine. And the neck for the actual figure, the Dragon Stars Jiren, is pretty thick. You might have to finagle it a bit, like to figure out how exactly you're gonna attach it on. I just kind of like molded it to the shape of the peg that the figure comes on to make him fit completely. The one that JP Toys did, the way he customized his looks a lot better. Like it's a really tight fit, and he can actually pick up the figure by the head. So props to you on that, brother. I wish I could talk to you like on a more personal level, so I could have understood how you did it. But yeah, like on that, I just did this like very simply. I just, like I said, cut it to the shape of the peg. Might not be like the best way to do it, but that's just the way I did it for now. I'll figure out a better way. But yeah, man, I mean, watching this guy right next to Hit, man, their faces look like next level, like compared to the Hit and Jiren heads that come on the Dragon Stars, which are pretty basic when it comes down to it. They don't put a lot of detail in those guys. I don't know why, and the paint sometimes is a little off. Like Jiren's is white, even though he's called Jiren the Gray, and then what's his name? In Hit, his skin tone's supposed to be more purplish, and they ended up making it white on the actual figure. So with these head swaps, it makes the figures look totally next level, man. Like some people might complain that Jiren's head is maybe a little too small, but when you see him in the anime, man, his head size like varies from shot to shot. Like when he initially shows up, the head is a little bit bigger, but then as the fights get harder and harder and he starts buffing out, like his head shrinks bang in proportion to his body, so it looks kind of weird too. But I love the way this looks, and I love the way it looks next to Hit. Guys, go ahead and check out his channel, man. JP Toys, like I said, like he's done some really cool head swaps and like customs and stuff like that. Like he's pretty ingenious when it comes to a lot of the simple figurines you can use. Like, I had never really thought about using Shoto figures for customs until I started seeing the way he's done some of his. He's done a THANX, Majin Buu. He's done a couple of them, and then he's done like Dragon Star mods and SH Figure Art mods. So you guys got to check him out, man. He's got a lot of content, a lot of great content. Also, this is part 1 of the series, I guess, the JP toy series, because I you know, we talked about this figurine in particular, but then he had a contest going on, and I ended up winning a figure from him, and it arrived at the same time that my Jiren head did. So the next video coming up right after this one is gonna be SH Figure Arts Bulma review. So, you know, make sure you have the notification bell on so you guys can get the notification for that next video coming up. Okay, guys? So if you guys like my video, go ahead and hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share the video if you guys want to. Go ahead and tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Remember to visit Frankenculture at frankenculture.com. You know, those guys have a great content, like from all sorts of all walks of life, you know, whether it be wrestling, anime, comics, video games, a little bit of everything for everybody, guys. So remember, frankenculture.com. You can also follow those guys on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And you guys can also follow me, Deadgrinners Customs, on those same social media platforms. So for everybody watching this in the morning, good morning. And for everybody else, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.